It's the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia, with your host, Bob Snap.
Hi guys, and welcome to the Andy Griffith Show, Facts and Trivia. I got one here that I think is pretty cool. Andy Griffith Show defied the American government, by hiring blacklisted talent. As we look back on nostalgic television many decades later, there are plenty of quirks and surprises to delight fans new and old. The Andy Griffith Show is now 60 years old, and since its 1960 premiere, a lot has changed in Hollywood and the public's tastes. Still, the classic sitcom has managed to remain endearing, and now fans are excited to find out little details about the original series. Learning that there was an on-set feud or that there was intro sequence featuring a glitch provides some interesting trivia. What fans may not know, though, is that the show also had a connection to some of America's unsavory history. The Andy Griffith Show was filming during the heart of the Red Scare, and it defied the Hollywood Blacklist, designed to punish actors deemed to be communist sympathizers. The Andy Griffith Show first aired in 1960, and it was something of a spin-off of a less successful series called The Danny Thomas Show. The family-friendly series was a hit largely because of its wholesome image that allowed viewers at the time to escape the alarming news and civil unrest of a gripping country. At least for the time, the Andy Griffith Show filled the television screen. All thoughts of conflict in the streets were wiped away by the lighthearted antics of Mayberry. Mayberry was located somewhere in North Carolina, and the story centered around the widower, Andy Taylor, who was raising his son, Opie, with the help of Aunt Bee, but also serving as sheriff of a small town. While the relationship between Andy and his son added a heartwarming factor, it was primarily the dynamic between the sheriff and his goofy deputy, Barney Fife, that brought the laughs. By the time the Andy Griffith Show premiered in 1960, the peak of the Red Scare in America had already tapered off, but that didn't mean that it had disappeared. In fact, the Hollywood Blacklist was still alive and well when the show began filming. Many creators at the time were worried about the casting someone who had been deemed suspicious, but some blacklisted actors still managed to have a thriving career despite the stigma. As History.com reports, the Blacklist can be traced back to 1947 and the Hollywood 10 following World War II, which ended in 1945. The United States was engaged in a Cold War with the Soviet Union. Largely because of this conflict, many Americans feared the spread of communism and saw it as a threat to the very core of America itself. Government oversight of these activities resided in the House Un-American Activities Committee, and the committee had its eyes set on Hollywood as a hotbed of communist ideas. Many people with ties to the movie industry were subpoenaed to appear before the committee and face intense and invasive questions about their private lives and thoughts. In 1947, 10 actors and film creators stood up to the committee as an overreach. As a result, these 10 individuals received jail sentences and were banned from working in major Hollywood studios. Many other actors and film creators loosely associated with the Hollywood 10 would face similar treatment until the ban came to an end in the 1960s. Now, while the show is remembered for its wholesome all-American vibe, the Andy Griffith Show managed to dip into some controversy in its day. In fact, the creators defied the Blacklist and hired Kobe Ruskin as a director despite his inclusion on the list of tainted Hollywood members. As Film Oracle explains, the show was Ruskin's first work stateside after a period of exile in the UK. He would go on to have a long career in Hollywood that included shows like The Doris Day Show and The Bill Cosby Show. What's more, 9 episodes of The Andy Griffith Show were credited to a screenwriter named David Adler, who was really a man named Frank Tarloff. After being blacklisted in 1953 by the House of Un-American Activities Committee, Tarloff worked under the pseudonym and later won an Oscar for Father Goose. Now, you know me. You come here a lot. Don't defend Hollywood whatsoever. It's just a weird place. But as far as this kind of stuff goes, it sounds to me like this committee was sounding more communist. And then these people, they were, putting people in jail, for that. It's just ridiculous. And I'm not going to get into the politics of it. I don't want you all to either. I think kudos to the Andy Griffith Show. I mean, the government tried to ruin a lot of careers, and the Andy Griffith Show helped that not to happen. And that's a good thing, in my opinion. What do you guys think? And please, let's not fight over it, okay? Let's just be nice and discuss. Please subscribe if you haven't. Oh, I'm sorry. What do we got going on? Classic Real Comedies, Facts and Trivia. I apologize. We have Ron Howard of the Andy Griffith Show. Did you know that one of his co-stars on the Andy Griffith Show, they were related? He was related to one of the Andy Griffith Show co-stars. Classic TV facts and trivia. 8 things you probably don't know about Happy Days. And these are some pretty cool things. Some of them I did not know. I have a clue. Nice rock, country music facts and trivia. Elvis Presley, Jerry Reed, and Guitar Man. This is a cool story about how this came about, how Jerry Reed wound up playing on that song. And Faith and Entertainment, back to another Elvis. Elvis Presley, Dolores Hart, the Bible, and the actress who became a nun. She was actually Elvis's first on-screen kiss, and then she became a nun. Please subscribe if you have not yet. Please like this video. I'd appreciate it. You guys have a great day. God bless you, and I am praying for you.